Welcome to part one of this week's Ghost Huns episode.
It's a stunning episode. We're going to do it.
We're
in
doing
two
an intro
parts.
right now. An intro.
Yeah, we've never
Bizarre.
done this.
Never
I think
done an intro.
We're just holding your hand through this two-parter. So we had
Yes.
a wonderful guest by the name of Tom Allen.
You'll know him. You'll know exactly who it is.
Oh, he's a friend
Who
of the
doesn't?
pod now.
Stunning.
He's absolutely wonderful. And we ended up having a 2-hour chat. So what
Yes.
we're going to do is split it into bite-sized chunks.
But they are going to be released on the same day.
On the same day.
So you don't have to wait. We're not fucking you over.
No.
We're just literally probably fire out our own gigabytes
yeah.
to you in two
And
parts.
I would say part one is mostly talking about omelettes, food, a few fairy pool references, but generally, gardening, food, and
Toby Carvery.
Toby Carvery.
But do enjoy. We did not get Tom Allen's seance story in the end.
Seance?
Seance. So if you come at us being like, where's the story? We haven't got it, but listen, we're working on it. We may have it, we may not.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter. Move on.
But enjoy, sit back. This is such a fun EP, and we're so grateful to have Tom on.
Enjoy, Hans. Bye.
50 Shades of
50
Gay.
Shades of Toby.
50 Shades of Toby.
And Toby Carvery.
50 Shades of Toby Carvery. And I would actually say quite a lot of the meat in there is grey.
It's great, yeah. But
we're not far
still...
off.
Shallow pool that's there. Very near, like a fairy pool, very near to the Druid altar.
Can
Oh
you
my
get in the
God.
pool?
No, it's not. No, it's not Centre Parks.
Okay, Mystic Meg, give it a rest, Evelyn has said.
What was that, me?
All right.
It's like, come for me, I'm listening.
All she did was
No,
breathe.
sorry, that's Toby. Welcome to episode 106 of
Ghost Huns.
Stunning.
Oh,
With
I
our
hope that was all right.
fabulous guest,
Tom Allen.
Tom Allen.
Thank you for having me
I
here.
can't believe that you've come on this little old pod. We're thrilled.
Oh, that is
We
very
are.
flattering of you to say.
No, we're thrilled. You
Yeah.
have been
No, I'm always keen.
number one guest.
Oh,
that we
my
wanted on.
goodness.
And
We say
all
that
of
to
the
all
others,
of
we
the
say that
guests.
to every single
I
one.
feel like I've heard that before.
And the other ones.
But,
but
no, I'm a big fan, and I very much enjoy any foray into the spirit world.
Do
Well,
you?
this is
Well,
one of the questions. Are you a believer?
Yes. Well, I am. In that I've always maintained the mantra that there has to be more to life than this, and so I am always intrigued that there must be something more out there. But I'll tell you more about my experience.
Oh, he's leaving us on a little.
You strike me as a man who's done a séance. Am I right?
I have actually.
Yes, I thought
You're
so.
psychic.
I did. It's my fake glasses.
Yeah.
It must be those glasses you're
Do
wearing.
you know what? I'm going to go into text a medium for £3.50. I think
You should do that.
Yeah,
Have
like
you
a little
seen-
side hustle?
Have you seen that? I think it's a TikTok clip where this woman's on like TikTok Live doing this, like checking in with the spirits and answering questions.
Oh.
And she's got the dowsing rods, which actually we have for you to do later.
Oh, I always wanted
And
to try
she's
those.
going, oh, Tanya wants to know if she'll be alone forever. I'm afraid that's a yes, Tanya, love. And then she moves on to the next. That could be you. I'm afraid
Yeah.
that's a yes,
Yeah,
love.
you are going to die alone.
Yes, sorry.
Sorry.
Next.
See, would you want to know? Would you want to know, though, if you know that? And you can get on with your life.
Yeah,
you go, well,
then
I'm going to
get
die
on with
alone.
it.
So,
I'd
well,
be thrilled if I was alone forever, honestly. I genuinely would.
Yeah, that's the dream. isn't it?
The older I get, the more I'm like, well, you all
Yeah.
just piss off.
well, there is that film, which I actually saw as a musical as well, of Big Fish, where he finds out, he finds out how he's going to die. And
Is that
so
the Ewan McGregor one?
it is Ewan McGregor in the film. I saw it with Kelsey Grammer from Frasier playing the
Oh.
dad.
Oh, yeah.
And very much enjoyed it. Very much enjoyed it. Saw it on New Year's Eve a few years ago. That's not relevant.
Oh, cute.
But
No, tell us more.
very much enjoyed.
Did you have a lovely New Year's Eve?
I had such a nice New Year's Eve after
Good.
that.
That's a very cultured, because I spent my New Year's Eve in a puddle of my own sick with my pants on backwards.
Did you?
Couple of years ago.
Really?
That was probably a bit of emphasis. About 10 years ago I did, yeah.
Oh.
Very different vibes.
But what was the year like that followed?
Bad, actually. Bad
Oh,
year.
so it was a precursor?
Yeah. Did you have a good year after your cultured night out?
I'm trying to remember what year it was now. I think it was just before the pandemic, so no.
You cursed us,
Thank
Tom.
you, Tom.
Soz about it.
So maybe we'll hear about your seance at the end when we're doing the We
yeah.
Get
If you
Haunted.
want, yeah, if
you
you
can
want.
tell us before you contact the spirits.
So you are a believer. We sort of sit on the fence where we're like, we really want to believe.
Well, yeah.
You know, we want the proof. We want the receipts. We want to be able to see a fully fledged fucking ghost.
Yeah,
of course.
We've seen some weird shit. We
We
felt
have.
some weird shit, but you know, we kind of want the full thing.
The full gambit.
Yeah.
The full gambit. I want body. I want words.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, touch.
Really?
On
The
camera.
senses. I want to. I mean, it's not enough to just sniff it. I want to.
No.
Yeah.
Maybe we're a bit-
Should we dive in? Have you had an experience?
Well,
Because I feel like I just want to hear it.
no, my experiences are kind of akin to what you've just described.
Oh,
But
fine.
so I think sorry, listeners.
Still want to hear them.
Still want to
No,
hear the
it's
fine.
Still
all
want to hear them.
valid.
It's all
just
valid.
I'm greedy.
I've always been very keen to experience something. I live very close to a place called Chislehurst Caves, which is
Oh.
a site of many
I
sightings.
love a cave.
And a lovely day trip actually to go around the caves, and very interesting. It was used as an air raid shelter during the Second World War,
Oh.
Very
and
haunted.
very haunted for that. And I think prior to that, people would dare each other to stay the night in the caves,
Sounds
and a
wet.
lot of sightings were experienced there.
I would love to do
I
that.
bet I'd lose my mind if I had to spend the night in a cave. It just sounds dirty and cold.
Very dank, not very
Dank.
good, not
Bit
very good
fun.
for your breathing.
Dank,
Yeah,
wet and
Get
warm.
a nice North Face jacket on.
Yeah,
you'd want to
yeah.
be, you'd want to be
Yeah.
fully nylon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Some Hunter Wellies.
Oh, if you
We're
want,
not
why
sponsored by any of those
No,
brands.
but
I
if you
take it
want
back.
to, you can.
not? Yeah, nice to
Yeah.
put it
We
out
can
there.
do
isn't it?
more if you
Nice
want.
to let them know that they could have an impact.
Hunter, North Face. Hello.
We do slag a lot of brands off though, and if you're interested in that, we're more
Yeah.
than welcome to change our minds. But that maybe we should go to Chislehurst Caves
So,
sometime.
so have you been? It's your local cave.
It's my local cave, yeah,
Yeah.
and we've been many times,
Yes.
and there's definitely a feeling around the spooky haunted shallow pool that's there, very
pool?
very
Like a
near,
fairy
like a
pool.
fairy pool, very near to the druid altar.
Oh
Can
my
you get in the
God.
pool?
No, it's not. No, it's not Centre Parks.
Can you
Is
get
there, is there a lazy river?
get a
No,
ring?
but I'll get in any water.
Will
Me.
you
Oh, I
now?
love it. A
Hannah's
puddle.
obsessed.
I'm obsessed with water.
Really?
Yes.
But
Your
we-
water. Your water.
Yes.
Early
I was told that
on-
by an acupuncturist. I'm water.
Oh,
He just
maybe
kept saying, "You're water. You sound like water. Listen to the way you sound, the way you
Flow.
move."
You do
Well, you've got a
flow.
nice voice. Mine's
Well, I
more
don't.
like knives.
No,
we're not
Oh,
having any of that. You're
guys.
very flowy.
stop that.
No,
Hannah.
listen. There's gorgeousness in it all, but I wouldn't call it flowy.
But at the very beginning of this episode, not this episode, this podcast, we did find out that you may die by.
Oh, I'm
water
going to die via water. Yeah.
in the bath.
Well, there we go. This is what we're coming back to.
Yes,
If you know
sorry.
how.
Fairy
No,
pool.
no, but Susie, you were going to say something, and I talked over you because I got excited.
No,
We're all talking
I'm
over each
very
other.
overexcited. I've not had much to eat and I've had a coffee, so
We're all like. "Brrr!"
anything could happen. Sorry,
Yes, I
we're
had
back.
an omelette actually before this.
Did
I wanted
you?
to be fully.
Oh, what was in it?
Some streaky
Can I guess?
bacon. Oh yeah, go on. Guess what else?
Streaky bacon, mushroom, peppers.
You know what? One out of two, very good. Not mushroom. We don't really have mushrooms in the house because
Emmental.
my partner doesn't like mushrooms. Didn't have any
Oh.
cheese actually.
Oh.
Went with
Cheese.
a bit of old red pepper and
Wrinkly old
red pepper.
that you can't quite cut.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And then a few boiled potatoes that we didn't use the other
Oh,
day.
like a frittata.
Oh, Jesus.
Almost like a
Christ.
Spanish
frittata.
omelette. And I've just come back from Gran Canaria.
That's spooky,
Sorry.
isn't it? That
I'm
is
sorry.
spooky.
Dial
What is going on?
SUZIE 123 £3.50 to find more. This is amazing.
Gosh,
Gorgeous.
this doesn't happen
No,
ordinarily
no.
unless you've got the
No.
gift.
No, this is
She's
weird. This is
gifted.
fate.
Okay.
She's gifted.
I am actually. My mum does tell me that.
Hang on, I guessed those.
You're both gifted.
I said Emmental. I
I'm
was
more
wrong.
gifted than you.
And do you know what I always keep in the larder though is a little tub of crispy onions. Because
Yes,
I
you
sprinkle
must.
that. I think it's a lovely
Jesus
addition to a
Christ.
sandwich, to a
Everything.
salad, to a
Bangers
omelette.
and mash.
No, at the end,
At the end.
like a little
I'm not mad at
gremolata.
Yeah,
Have you
do
ever done that?
everything you're going to do.
Mm.
Do everything. And then with onion
A bit of
gravy,
texture.
course.
A bit of texture.
I'm
Oh,
all about the
lovely.
texture.
Yes, I think that's often missed.
All about the texture. I love it so much.
It's like that chili oil stuff that you can put over your bib and bop.
Excuse me?
That's probably culturally inappropriate. Have I said it
Bib,
right?
No, bib and bop's correct, I
Bib
think.
and bop? No, that's the
Bib and bab.
Bib and bab.
Bab.
Oh.
Should we carry on to the druid pool? Because I feel like we're getting into
trouble, yeah.
No. Around that area, friends of my mum, they live in a house. And that's
brag.
Brag. And the house was commandeered by the by the government during the Second World War to house officers who were prisoners of war. And since then, Tony has often seen a man at the window upstairs.
Oh my God.
And my mum's always said there's a funny feeling about that house. But my mum always says that about houses that are on a hill.
Oh,
They're at the bottom of a hill, so I guess
that
they
is
are a bit
creepy,
dumb.
though, aren't they? Like
so
Edward Scissorhands.
Tony's seen a face in the window.
Yeah, a man at the window upstairs.
Oh,
Where are the pictures, Tony?
Yeah, where's the receipt?
No,
Where's the receipts, Tony?
So the spooky area is definitely one, and I've always felt like I've wanted to make connection with the other side. For example, once I was walking in Penge with
Love that word.
It's a great word. It's actually where my family are from.
The 1762 Penge.
Penge.
Yes, you know it.
I used to always get that bus.
Do you live in South East London?
I used to. Yeah, Elephant and Castle.
Oh.
And then I used to. Oh, do you know what? I used to work in. Oh, this is going to do my. Annerley.
Oh, that's where my dad was
really by Bro. I used to work there.
Where, in the library?
In a care home.
In a care
I used to
home?
manage a care home there.
Did you
yeah,
really?
Yeah, back in the days before
My partner's
comedy and
brother
broadcasting.
works in that world.
Really?
Yeah, just care homes. I can't remember which company.
I used to work for the Royal Hospital Chelsea, actually.
Oh la la!
I killed a few of them off. You know
Stop
what I mean?
it!
Yeah, a bit of
Stop
overdosing.
Stop it!
If anybody's going to come for that, I am joking. But yes, so every bus I used to get, it was the 1762 Penge.
Penge.
It's a great
really,
name, isn't
really
it? Great
pleasing.
word.
Yeah.
And as well, there's a hill there, Annerley Hill.
Annerley
Actually,
Hill?
That's funny.
Yes.
That was the other place I was literally just thinking of as I was describing
Really?
the face in the window. But yeah, Mum, there were some new flats there. My mum said there's a funny feeling about that area. I wouldn't want to live there. So, by and by. So we were walking through Penge. It was late at night. We'd left some friends in Crystal Palace. It was a couple of friends of mine and I. We walked past a church. We dared each other to go down the basement steps and knock on the door of the church.
Jesus Christ.
What happened?
Wow.
Well, nothing.
Oh. Good start, though. That is
Good
good.
Start, and as I
podcast.
said to you beforehand, I think storytelling is all in the exposition.
Yes, it is. No, it is. Yeah, I thought it got scary when you were talking about Crystal Palace. Lol.
Oh, yeah, that's scary, isn't it?
Well, I have an
triangle.
ex-boyfriend who lived in Crystal Palace, and I can't go back there anymore because I have really bad memories.
I've got bad vibes of Crystal Palace.
Crystal Palace, I think, is a funny old place.
I don't know. I just don't go back anymore.
I think it's a bit, I've got great warmth for it, but there's something about it. I think it's felt quite hollow for a long time. I
and
don't know.
that triangle, what's going on there? It's like the Bermuda Triangle, isn't it?
People disappear there.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
do.
Gift boutiques
Well,
go there. They disappear.
Very strange that you
disappear.
say that, actually, because I was at a funeral not long ago, and a couple of members of the congregation, very, very old, and accidentally got lost and ended up around Crystal Palace, just going round and round and round. Couldn't get out of it, and we've never heard of them since.
My
this is exactly
goodness.
what.
Do you know what I mean?
Text Susie 1 2
And
3.
Oh my
none of us give a
goodness.
shit. We forgot all about it within a couple.
Oh
We were
my
like, "Where the
goodness.
fuck is
I
Denise
tell
and
you.
where's Denise and David?" And they're like,
Oh, they never,
Yeah.
they
They're
never
not
made it
here. It's
out.
Crystal
Must-
Palace Triangle.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
Crazy.
Yeah. I'm
Maybe
never
they put a
going.
wine bar.
things.
Yeah. That's what everybody else
So
wants to do
they're
up there.
still pissed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
What we do at the beginning of every episode, Tom,
Okay.
is we draw a tarot card which sets the tone for the episode. And since you're our special guest,
we'd like to invite
would you like to pull one of these beautifully
love to.
splayed cards?
They are beautifully
Do
spread.
you know what's
Aren't
quite
they?
weird? If you put your hand over them,
Yeah.
you'll feel like
Hover,
heat off
hover
them.
your hand.
Try it. See
Do
if
you know
can
what?
feel heat
Because
coming off them.
once, actually, I was told by a Reiki healer that I have great energy. And that was at Centre Park.
Really? Which one?
They're all the great Reiki healers are at Centre
Do
Park.
you know what? My mum got into Reiki without telling any of us. And
Oh,
at the end
really?
of her like
Shameful.
training, she just went, "I'm a Reiki master now,"
Oh, good
and
for
looked
her.
at us and went, like daring us
She's
to take
radiating
the piss.
heat.
Yeah, she literally could cure all my hangovers.
No.
Yes, she would hover her hands over my head. She was like, "Oh, what you like?" and just do that.
Yeah.
And then it was gone. She cured Sheila's tennis elbow from down the road.
No way.
Yeah, Lucy, if you're listening, I hope you're pleased that I've told everyone
So
that.
is she still a Reiki master?
Well,
It's draining, I
she's
bet.
not as into it now.
No.
You know, she doesn't do much Reiki, but she did for a while.
Well-
and she was really defensive about it.
Do you remember when we went? We went on another ghost hunt, and somebody at the end did some Reiki with us, and I thought that was. I
It's all
felt
about
it.
energy.
It was very weird. I
Yeah.
felt it all.
Mm.
Yeah.
But I like that. So you were told in Centre Park you had good energy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can see that.
So
Yeah.
maybe you'll
Very
feel. Maybe you
flowy,
can
very
feel
good
it from
energy.
the tarot.
Okay,
Oh,
so I should go.
Yeah,
Go and have a little
sorry, We're
tinker.
gonna have to get you on your feet.
Yeah, we're gonna show you some nice music. Not lift music really, but
Girl from.
can you feel it?
Right, just to describe to the listeners, his hand is wafting across.
Wafting sounds awful.
Oh, he's absolutely. Oh, he's paused.
What can if you feel a little
No, he's going back
electric
over the
shock or anything? I
spade.
love how seriously you're taking this, Tom Allen.
Yeah, we can't rush it.
No,
Yeah, we're going back to the splay.
we have one. We have
Oh,
one
Jesus
chosen.
Christ!
Oh, go on. Oh
Okay,
my God.
stunning.
Okay, right. So you picked it
I've
up
got
this
the
way.
I've got the book ready to explain what it is. 'Cause
need
we
to-
haven't yet learned how to read the cards.
No, we haven't, and we need to look at whether it's upright or reversed.
Oh,
Oh, it's the
Oh
Ace
my
of Pentacles.
God.
Upright, please.
Tom, we've never had that.
We've never
Oh,
had that.
really? What
We've
does it
never
mean?
had Ace of Pentacles. Hopefully something really good.
Mm.
Okay. Oh wow. It's oh my God. It's
Oh.
usually pictured with a garden or agricultural backdrop. You like a garden?
Have you
don't
got a garden?
Yes, I'm obsessed with God.
Oh my
Oh my
God.
God.
If this talent is planted and tended carefully, it will sprout and reward you with a good harvest. Oh my God.
Oh, have you got a veg patch?
It could
Yes.
symbolise a winning idea, game plan, or blueprint for eventual materialisation, spelled with a Z. So is it in the reversed or upright?
It was upright.
So it's in the advice position. Okay. This advises that you apply nature's lesson of compound interest and develop your project gradually. Honestly,
Oh my
a slow and
goodness.
steady build-up, visible or invisible, makes change and what? Akin to the changing of the seasons, you do not notice this trend from day to day. As the year comes full circle, however, you cannot miss the changes. This card advises that if you work a little bit every day towards your long-term goal, at some time in the future, you will discover you have accumulated magnificent results.
Wow, isn't that good?
I just
That
think
is
that's
really
really
nice,
stunning.
isn't
Does
it?
that
That's a
make
lot-
sense to you, Tom?
Absolutely.
Does that
Does it?
resonate?
Absolutely.
I
Couldn't
can't.
be more
that's,
profound.
It's
I
weird.
actually got shivers from that.
Really.
Yeah.
Because you have a garden, don't you, that you tend to?
Mm.
That
And
could
a
be-
veg patch harvests.
I started sharing videos on social media about
Yeah,
it,
they're brilliant.
and well, that's very kind of you to say. But the I didn't think anybody would be interested. And
They're
people
so
have been.
funny.
Well, I just have a laugh and mess it up.
Yeah, it's really good. Makes me feel like I could garden.
Well, you know you can. I
It's
said
very
you
healthy
can't,
for
You
you.
I'm
can't get it
scared
wrong.
of it.
You
I
can't
feel
get
like
it
I
wrong.
would really fuck it up.
No, you can't. You couldn't.
Really?
Yep, you couldn't.
I feel like I'm just going to kill everything I touch.
Yeah.
You won't. Just water it. Just put it in sunshine
Mm.
and water it every now and then. And if you're seeing growth, follow what it'll tell you.
Yeah,
If it's
it'll
looking a
tell
bit
you.
wilted, give it a bit more water.
Yeah.
But then if it's too much water, then it can
Drowns.
I think that's so.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, and you'll-
I'm gonna.
water.
Yeah, in the
Don't
fairy
water
pool.
me, please. Well, that was I'm absolutely thrilled with that.
Yeah.
Now,
me
what we're
too.
going to do is we're going to read you some stories.
Okay.
You're going to read one out as well.
Okay.
We're just going to have a lovely old time.
Oh,
I'm
we
very
really
I
excited
are.
think
about
maybe
it.
why don't
I should explain, by the way, the fake glasses because I got microneedled. For anyone
She
who
wasn't
watches
gonna
this
tell
on
anyone.
video on
There's your
Spotify.
sponsorship deal.
yeah.
Oh yeah, oh my God! If I
I'd
could be
love that.
I would love all the needles in my
I'm
face.
going to bite the bullet because your skin looks amazing.
Oh, thank you.
So I'm
Yeah.
going to go and do
yeah,
it.
well, it's got a bit
Okay.
puffy
I'd
like to do
underneath
it.
the rim of the glass.
Shall we all go after this?
Oh,
we'll go
that
get
would be
microneedles.
nice.
Get needled, Hans.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
go and get needles.
Have a little
Get
savvy bee and go
needles.
and get needles.
Oh, I'd
Ghost Huns
love
get-
it.
Yeah, gorgeous.
Because I did have acupuncture for the first time in January,
Did you?
and I did like it. We did a bit
Ooh,
of
I'm
sort
scared
of
of that.
well, I realised I don't actually like needles.
Oh.
So afterwards, people said, "Did I feel amazing?" And I said, "Yes," but then I think that was because I was no longer being.
You were so relieved.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You were like,
pierced
this
with
is the
needles.
worst
Also,
time of my
they go
life.
so far in.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Ooh, and
I
they
had to close my
stay in. I think it's like with an injection or like with micro. It's like.
Yeah,
So it's
And I was
yeah.
bracing for it quite a lot.
Yeah.
I was bracing for it.
Yeah, the fact that it stays in is bizarre.
Acupuncture, I don't think I could do it.
And it's when
I'm-
people in films and TV just sit up and it's wiggling away, and you're like, "What are you doing? Just lie
Yeah.
down."
Apparently, science. I don't know if you've heard of it.
Science. Research has
Yeah.
proven.
It has proven it's actually a thing. Acupuncture works. Did it work for you? Did it cure your ailments? You don't
Not
have to go into
sure.
what your ailments are, but did it help?
Well, I'm glad you asked.
Well, I tell you what, we can go to the
Are
Reiki
you
master
all right?
Lucy, and she'll sort you out.
I think I'd rather have Reiki now. The trouble was, I think something happened in the heel of my foot, and I felt that every time I walked on it for a while. afterwards.
Really?
Right.
So I don't know.
Maybe a bit of needle just stayed, and that's creepy, isn't it? Don't
That's
talk about
creepy.
I
Maybe
once
could've-
stepped on an urchin and they had to pull the spines out on A&E.
Oh, where was that?
Colombia.
Oh.
Colombia. I stepped on an urchin. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. And I very much enjoyed on the last podcast your German accent as
Oh,
well. I have to
Jesus
say.
Christ. Yeah.
Sausage queen.
Sausage queen.
Yeah, the sausage queen. Have you got any
Yes.
Nuremberg recommendations, Tom?
No, but I have been to München.
Oh, München,
In
really?
München, yes, rather.
Is that Munich?
Munich.
It's
Yes,
Munich.
Munich.
Well,
I've been to Munich. A lot, very Hitler heavy,
Well,
though.
I didn't notice that, but it depends what you're looking for, I
it's
suppose.
it's all in the eye of the
Yeah,
beholder, isn't it?
You're just enjoying the Christmas markets.
I was
I'm
just
like,
had a
where's the
nice-
Hitler
had
stuff?
a nice time.
Did you, what time of the year did you go to München?
Well, it was a few years ago now, but I did have one of my favourite ever stand-up gigs there. They were such a
Did
fun
you?
crowd, and I had one of my favourite ever meals because afterwards the organisers took us out for dinner to this underground club, like restauranty place,
Oh my God.
and we had schnitzel with noodles,
Oh
and
my
I think with pork knuckle as well, and the nicest steak I've ever
Schnitzel
had.
with noodles.
You know,
that
like
a
in the
thing?
song.
Germany's got some stuff. The best.
Is
the
there
best.
a song that says schnitzels with noodles?
Isn't that in a few of my favourite things?
Is it?
Schnitzel with noodles and
It was noodles anyway. It's basically macaroni cheese.
oh,
But
delicious.
it
yeah.
was lovely.
with a bit of chicken.
Late at night on a
Delicious.
cold Germanic evening.
Yeah.
I'm
After a
going
fun
to turn
gig.
into a right, what they call Frau.
Fraulein.
Oh,
I'm going
line.
to be Fraulein when I come home.
The best breakfast is the white sausage with the mustard and the
Yes,
pretzel.
I enjoyed you talking about
Oh,
that.
my fucking
I had that recently because
Did
we
you
went
have
to
it?
actually went to Austria. We went to Salzburg
Oh,
in the
really
summer, which was
nice.
boiling.
Yeah.
Lovely fun. Went on the Sound of Music bike tour.
Oh,
And
that.
yes,
Do you
as
get
I
to
say,
sing as you
you get
go?
what you get what you look for.
yeah.
And
That's me just going, where's Hitler again?
yeah,
What more Hitler
I
stuff?
think he did have a house near there actually, which some people did go to see. But we went on just the Sound of Music one. And,
I
that
would
was
have
nicer,
preferred
I
that as
think.
well.
It was a
That
bit more
sounds
upbeat.
lovely.
It was a lot more upbeat, I'll say that.
Yeah.
But we did have the pretzel.
Oh, yeah.
What is
Kinder.
this?
No, it's
What-
kids.
Yes, no, what sausage? What is sausage?
Sausage.
No,
you say-
Frankfurter. No,
Someone will be screaming at their radio.
sausage.
Sausage. Sausage.
Sausage.
Just sausage.
Hot dog.
Wurst.
Bratwurst.
Bratwurst.
Yeah.
Bratwurst.
Christ. I'm really sorry to
Richmond.
our German listeners who thought it was all over in last episode.
Yeah,
but
sorry
it's
about
not.
Okay. Are
should we
we
kick off with
ready?
the
Yeah. Would
story?
you like one?
Oh.
Yeah, Hannah, I think you've probably got one.
I've got-
You look ready.
Well. Last
Your top is
episode.
stunning, by the way.
I thought
Look at
it
that.
just pinged. Thank you so much.
Feathers and leopards.
Very chic.
I think people on the tube were like drag queen or woman having a mental breakdown. We're not sure which.
Which
Or
one?
both.
We or both.
Can you not be
You
both?
can be both.
In this day and age.
Last episode, we had a bit of a saucy text. Well, it wasn't saucy, was it?
Which
You remember the
one?
lady Cora? She was in the shower and there was a
yes.
ghost
Oh,
in the shower.
Yeah.
I felt like that was
So-
her telling you about a sexual misadventure she'd had.
yeah.
And she just wanted to tell someone about that.
Exactly. Yeah, she was like, "Oh, no, I've had sex in the shower."
Mm.
Also, don't do that. Very bad. Not good.
Well,
at
unless
all.
you've got one of those
Sounds
shower
gross.
mats down. I
It's
think it's
very
very
Yeah,
slippy.
and that little step ladder.
Oh, that's a good
to
idea.
take
I'd
a
like
break
one of those.
on.
Well, that's a good idea, Susie.
Yeah,
I'd
please
like
be
one of
safe,
those.
guys.
Also,
Yeah.
somebody did
Ooh.
suggest that once to me in my youth, and I remember I'd gone on a date, and they were like, "Oh, should we go in the shower?" And I was like, "That's." And then but I had like a messy bun, and I was like, "Imagine me in the shower with a bun. I'd actually look like a sumo wrestler
Stop
because
it.
my bun goes really small." You know what I mean? You're just like you're not in the most attractive of stances. It's just not sexy, is
No.
it? at
Also,
all?
it's set out as a single space.
It
So there's
is
a lot
single
of.
space.
It's not very
Yeah.
comfortable, I think,
Unless you have one of those
ergonomically.
massive
Yeah.
walk-in like rainforests. What they
Yeah.
Oh, but all
Or
that.
an
I just
outdoor
think
one.
about. cleaning something like that. How clean is it going to be?
The squeegee's got to be
The
massive.
squeegee's got to be massive for something like that, hasn't it? Why would you have 2 showers? I mean, I know it must seem sexy in
I don't think it
know.
does.
in some catalogues, but
I
don't
don't
think
think
it
it
is
does.
at
It's not for me.
all.
The line
Lights
scale
off,
on
in
that
bed.
massive glass pane. Yeah.
Missionary, nighttime.
5 minutes done.
No, as we've said before, no sex at nighttime. Sorry, Mum.
I don't have sex because my mum does listen. Don't have it.
Well, the
Oh.
last time I was in the car with my mum while she was listening to it, and she was just like, "This is
Yeah,
disgusting."
I just have a nice time.
Okay, so I have gone a little bit into
Do you
the
wanna put your candle on?
into the
Oh,
sexy
I didn't know if
horror.
it was going to come on at a certain moment.
Oh, I wish we were
No,
that.
yeah, we
No,
haven't got
okay,
that high
no,
tech.
okay.
So I have gone. I've got you a bit of a saucy tale today.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
go on. honey.
Okay. When Evelyn first moved into the old Victorian house at the edge of town, she didn't think much about the rumours surrounding it. Before she'd moved in, she and her friend Toby has always been fascinated by it. I've heard some real weird shit, Evie. I don't know why he's American, because she's from Birmingham. I've heard some real weird shit, Evie. He'd always say every time the conversation came up over a pale ale at the local free house.
It's a pity you're not doing it in a Birmingham accent.
Shall I?
Yeah.
I've heard some real weird shit, Evie.
That's good.
Thank you.
That's good.
got
He'd
to
always
commit.
say, I know that's me, isn't it? He'd always say when the conversation came up over a pale ale at the local free house. Local women from years ago were said to have snuck in late at night in the hopes to find a ghost, and they leave misty. It's a bit more Beatles now, isn't it?
It's
gone
gone a bit scouse, but it's fine.
We are
Maybe
travelling.
you travelled. Maybe you
UK.
travelled.
I'll do it normally. And anyway, local women from years ago were said to have snuck in late at night in the hopes to find a ghost, and they leave misty-eyed talking about intimate experiences with the spirits.
Oh my goodness.
Christ.
Evelyn would roll her eyes. Firstly, I've told you, don't call me Evie. It makes me sound like an old woman. Secondly, are you actually telling me that these women would go and have sex with ghosts? Toby would hold his hands up. Look, I'm only telling you what I've heard. Other locals spoke of strange happenings, flickering lights, cold spots, a whisper. Ah!
There's a face at the
Have
door.
you seen your pal?
Susie Ruffles at the door.
Susie?
Oh, is she?
That's another Susie. I can't
Another
believe there's
Susie.
another Susie.
Oh, it's Harriet.
Oh, Harriet's there.
Everyone's there.
Thing is, I
Anyway,
did wave when Susie was in the next studio, and she ignored me.
She
So I'm.
complete- yeah.
This is
you should have
classic.
left her
Being too
hanging.
kind,
Yeah.
actually.
You should have left the bitch hanging.
So sorry,
no,
carry on.
Back
Susie
to
Ruffalo, I'm
Birmingham.
absolutely obsessed with. Where was I? Other locals spoke of strange happenings, flickering lights, cold spots, a whisper in the dark. But to
A
Evelyn,
chocolate bar or
Oh,
both.
God. Another
Like
whisper.
somebody whispering
Oh.
whilst they're eating a chocolate bar. Doesn't sound very nice, does it, really? A whisper in the dark. But to Evelyn, they were just stories, the kind of things that filled the nights of small towns. And that was why when the house came on the market at an astoundingly low price, she'd used her savings to make it her own.
Oh, yeah.
The house itself was magnificent, weathered but full of character, with high ceilings and creaky floors. The first night she spent hours unpacking, settling in with a glass of wine.
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
wow.
Doesn't that just
I could
sound lovely?
murder
Do
a
you
wine.
sometimes think about your life and then how different it is to that of stories?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like the idea of just like calmly unpacking for
Yeah,
a few hours
with a
while-
glass of wine.
Yeah, while
Because
the-
I'd be like, fuck off, where's all this shit gonna go?
Oh, so
Why
tired.
have you bought this
I
with
don't think
us?
mine's too different, actually.
Really? Is that
Yeah.
going to be the same for you?
Yeah.
Well, when you move into your new house, I'm going to come round and have a nice time. Because
Just having like
mine-
I'm
a nice
freaking out.
glass of wine as well, rather than my approach, which would be like a whole bottle of wine. Like I've had one bottle, let's have another one.
That's
yeah.
right. It wouldn't
Oh,
be
that
too
is,
real.
yeah. Oh my God, I'd love a wine now.
Oh.
I really would love a wine. Okay.
Crisp
I keep
wine.
thinking about a bratwurst.
Can you have a wine with a bratwurst?
Definitely.
Is that a
So,
good pairing?
Riesling.
A Riesling. Oh,
Riesling,
yeah,
there you
really
go.
stunning. Yeah.
Sorry,
Sorry, Germany.
Yes, we do apologise. The first night, my mum's ringing me.
Oh,
Oh,
this
Oh no, do you know what? She'd love this. Can she say hello?
Of course.
Hello?
Terry.
Hello? Oh, fuck, hang on 2 seconds. I'm just going to ring her back on WhatsApp.
We're about
like
an
an old
hour in and
woman.
we haven't done a
We
story.
haven't done a fucking story.
They're
yet.
going to come for
Actually,
us.
we're only half an hour,
Oh,
which
the
is quite
fucking
nice.
ghost stories.
Let me call her back. She is going to lose her mind. But I bet she'll play it cool. She'll be like, oh, hello. Don't even know who you are. She's going to pretend like she doesn't care, but she really does. Hello? Hiya, you all right? Yeah, I'm fine, thank you. We've got Tom Allen here.
Oh, have you?
Yeah. He's actually listening to you now because you're on the mic.
Hello, Tom.
Hello. Hi, how are you? You all right?
Is that really Tom Allen?
It's a mimic.
Oh,
Have you heard
if
that laugh?
Only
It's a
there was a mimic.
doppelganger.
Um,
Oh,
Oh, she's
nice to
thrilled,
speak with you.
Tom.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Are you?
Um,
Are you as lovely as you seem to be?
Unfortunately, no. Unfortunately, no.
He's
But
an absolute bellend.
but apart from that, I was actually just speaking with Hannah about how much I like Stoke.
Oh, right. Well, you're welcome anytime.
Oh.
Stay at my
You've got an
house.
invite.
Oh, I'd like
Come and stay
that.
at my house.
I had a lovely time. I went to the Potteries.
Anytime.
I went to the. Have you been to the Potteries?
Oh, yes, Diane. Well, we live quite near some of the posh bits, actually.
Oh,
Doesn't
it's
sound
lovely
anything
round
like this
there.
in real life, by the way.
It's lovely round there. And I went to the Wedgwood factory, which was beautiful.
Oh, lovely. It's not in a very nice... Oh, it is. That one's in a very nice area, yes. There's some really not very nice areas in Stoke-on-Trent, but there's others that are
Wow.
quite nice.
Should we leave you two to it?
Yeah, we're gonna go.
Tom.
I found the nice bits. I must say, I loved it. I thought
Is
it was
there a,
lovely.
is there a local spooky cave, Terry?
Yeah, is there a local spooky
Mm.
cave,
We
Mum?
should go.
A little spooky cave?
Yeah.
I'm sure there must be, but I can't think of one offhand.
Well then, can you text it, please? Because we have to get on with. Okay, well I'll speak to you later.
Nice to
'cause gotta
speak
go.
with you, Terry.
Okay. Have a lovely time, and I apologise for Hannah, by the way.
Thanks, Mum. Bye.
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 She does
Oh,
not
bless
sound
her.
anything like that. That's
She's
hilarious.
nice chat.
That was
She's-
absolutely.
Did you hear how she answered the
delightful.
phone? Ah, yeah. And then you start going. She's like, hello. Okay,
Oh, it's
right.
Very flattered.
Thank you so
She's
much, Tamara.
lovely.
She'd love that. Right, I'm going to crack
Okay,
on.
back him.
Right, okay. So she's having a wine. She's settling into
She's
a new
moved
Settling
house.
into
in.
the
She's
spooky,
moved into the
Spooky house
that she's
Victorian
got to
house,
steal.
which
She's
I
having a
think
glass of
is
wine
on a
to show
hill.
herself.
Ever since you said haunted houses are on
I
a
think
hill.
it
So the
probably is.
outskirts of
Pictured it,
town. Which
yeah.
town is it?
Annerley Hill.
Is it? Maybe it's Annerley Hill, or
It's
it's
Annerley Hill.
Birmingham. We're saying, or
Birmingham. I don't know how many spooky houses. are in
Dudley. Is it
Birmingham.
round
Dudley
there?
Hill.
Birmingham. Maybe Cannock.
Canna.
Because
Cannock
Cannock's around
Hill.
Birmingham, and Cannock is very haunted. There's the
Very
black-eyed
spooky
children
place.
of Cannock
Yeah.
Chase. We
Oh,
went to one of the most
TBF, it's haunted
haunted
as fuck, yeah.
pubs in the UK in Cannock
my
the other week.
goodness.
And the baby's shoe just turned up out of nowhere. If you want to see more of that, you can go to www.patreon.com/ghosthunts.
Oh,
Very nice.
Very nicely done.
Thank you. We're so smooth.
I'm just thinking of Wolverhampton.
So smooth. Oh, yes.
Is that spooky?
In ways that aren't ghostly.
Mm.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
No
Scary.
shade on Wolverhampton. we
People
love you,
like having
really.
shits in bins and stuff.
Do they?
Oh, things happen in Wolverhampton.
Yeah.
Sorry if you are from Wolverhampton. Anyway,
Right.
so she's having a glass of wine, she's unpacking. Toby had come over to toast her new purchase. He sat on the old dust sheet covered sofa and looked around the room warily. I can feel it, he'd said. There's something here. A big penis. Okay, Mystic Meg, give it a rest, Evelyn had said.
What was that, me?
All right,
It's like, come for me. I'm listening.
All she did was
no,
breathe.
sorry, that's Toby. Seriously, I really don't think you should be staying here. Never mind ghosts, there's strange people in the world. Single women living alone. There's loads of weirdos who jump at the chance to take advantage of that, Toby said. I even watched a film once where someone was living in the walls of this woman's house. Can you imagine that? Have you seen that before, frogging?
Is that a film?
Yeah, but it's a whole phenomenon.
Yes, it
No.
is.
People live in your walls, so
Yeah.
you should check your walls.
Always check your walls.
check your walls. Tom. If they
Gosh.
sound hollow, someone's in there. I'm just giving you a heads
I
up.
told my nan about that and she went, well, no one could get into my walls. I was like, how do you know that? She was like, well, there's no hole.
Oh.
She's checked.
There's no holes
She's
in
a
everybody's.
smart lady.
No, but like she's like, there's no hole in my wall. I was
To
like,
get
there's
in
no
and
holes
out.
in anyone's walls. They just get in.
That's what the frogs
What do they do?
want.
Push the
Exactly.
fridge or something?
No, they can get in through the attic space and then kind of work the way down because a lot of them live in the attic and then come down through.
Because
the
I do wonder
walls.
about the attic. I've never really looked in my attic.
You've never looked.
Oh,
no,
Tom.
what a
Tom.
fool
Oh, you
I am.
must.
No, there's going to be bodies and
Mm.
all sorts.
Yeah,
of that.
rats.
Props.
Yes. Oh,
But in a
God.
fun way.
But in a fun way.
In a fun
Fun
way. Okay.
Mm.
Can you imagine that? Just come and stay with me, Evie, please. You can stay as long as you like. Wait for the contractors to come in. They'll make it a bit more livable. Hopefully, they'll knock some of the weirdness out of the place with the sledgehammers.
Mm.
Evelyn was grateful to him, but she also thought that Toby fancied her a bit.
Well, I thought they were together, no?
No, they're
Yeah.
just friends.
Oh, Toby.
Sure.
Yeah, they're just friends.
Mm, yeah, like, you know,
Sure,
yeah.
Sure, Jan.
Sure, Jan, sure. Toby's just popped over. Also, you were right to do an American accent for Toby because he just said contractors. American people, British people wouldn't say contractors.
What do we
Say
say?
builders.
Builders.
Get the builders in.
Yeah, maybe he did.
Get the
Maybe he
builders
is.
in.
Maybe I'll just go full
It's almost
South
like
America.
this story might
South
have been
America.
originated in America.
Can you imagine that? Come and stay with me, Evie, please. Wait for the
Actually, I wouldn't
contractors
mind
to
that.
come in. Make it a bit more livable.
Now I believe it.
Now I'm in.
Now I believe it somehow.
Okay. Well, then he's going to become that. Evelyn was grateful to him, but she also thought Toby fancied her a little bit. Perhaps he wanted her to stay with him so he could have the opportunity to woo her. Who knows?
Oh, Toby.
It's a bit it's all a bit sexy,
Stop
isn't it?
wooing,
Yeah.
please.
A couple more glasses of wine later and benign chat, and she was shattered. Yawning, she said, Tobes, I think I'm going to have to hit the hay. I'm absolutely knackered. She stood to show him out. Don't worry, I know the way, he said, ever the gentleman. Promise me you'll call me tomorrow so I know that you survived the first night, all right? You're doing like a face that's like, quite fancy, Toby.
I don't mind him.
Yeah, he's fit. He's sexy, Toby. I think Toby's always have been quite sexy in the
Toby's, yeah.
past. Toby Carvery.
Toby Jug.
Toby who doesn't fancy
Who doesn't fancy
Toby
it?
who doesn't have a wank off to the Toby jug every night. Never mind Pornhub, I go historic. I'm so sorry, Tom.
No,
we've only
I
just
was-
started and we've already. Oh, I've been talking
already
about wanking.
finished.
Okay.
Me-
Very good.
No, were you unfamiliar with what a Toby Jug is?
Is that in Toby Carvery where they have the gravy in it?
I think they might do, yeah.
No, they
that
might.
it?
It's got the face on.
It's the
Yes,
branding of
yeah.
a Toby Carvery is the one, I think.
Yes, yeah. Oh,
It's
yeah.
the old kind of
Exactly
gestury
that.
looking man. Is
Exactly.
that
Yes,
right?
that's right. On the
Yeah,
side
exactly.
of a.
On the side
Of
of
a
the
mug or a
Yes,
jug.
yeah, and it's quite grotesque. It looks Punch and Judy-esque.
Yes.
That's exactly
Yeah.
it, with like a red nose and red cheeks.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, that vibe.
monstrous in its way.
It is
Yes.
monstrous.
But
yeah.
bit sexy.
But that's
But
what
we
it's
know.
We all would.
Come on, we've all
Totally
got
would.
different strokes for different folks. Okay.
Oh, that would be a good
Um,
name for this.
Yeah, we're going to have to call this different strokes. Okay. Don't worry, I know the way, he'd said. Just promise me you'll call me tomorrow so I know that you've survived the first night.
Mm.
Evelyn agreed and said her goodbyes. She heard Toby's feet shuffle down the hallway and out of the door. But it wasn't until she heard the door slam
Shuffle
shut.
down the
Shuffle.
hallway.
Yeah, he's a bit...
He's a
I've
shuffler.
He's got a
off
bad
him.
leg.
I've gone off him.
Has
He's
he
got a bad leg.
Has
I
he?
don't know, I've just made
Gammy
that up.
leg.
Gammy leg.
Mm,
Yeah, he's a bit
shuffling
like... 'cause he's just a
around.
bit like... Yeah, I've gone off
Peg
him,
leg
actually. I'm
Toby.
trying to defend Toby, but
Toby.
he shuffled.
Hey, Evie's done well though. She's got enough savings to just casually buy a
She's just-
house.
Well, it's
a
very
haunted
cheap.
house on a hill.
It's very
in
cheap.
Cannock.
She was like, I can't believe this is so cheap.
Never saw it on Zoopla, but okay.
You'd be straight on that with your
I'd be
carrots
like,
in the garden.
Straight. Yeah, it's got a garden.
Yeah, no, it definitely has. It's got loads.
Mm.
You can have chickens and cows and whatever you want.
Oh, I'd like to have
Mm.
chickens.
Would you have cows?
Just
Would you have
for
a
the
farm?
No, I think cows and stuff would be a lot. It's a big commitment.
It's quite
Big
a lot.
commitment.
Getting up every morning.
Oh my goodness,
Yeah.
Mary
Cleaning
from
the
the dairy
manure.
over here. Yeah.
Do you know, I was in the car with my sister and I've turned it into a stand-up bit because it was so ridiculous. But we were in a car and we were driving and she went, oh my God, they look like cows. And they were in fact cows. But who was ever gone?
She'd never been out the town before.
She was like driving past a literal field of cows and she went, they look like cows.
well,
my
they are.
goodness.
It's like 33.
Do you sometimes think your sister might occasionally be possessed by that
She's
of a extraterrestrial?
She's a bit thick. She's thick as a
Oh
dish.
no, I'll stand up for Millie. She's great.
She's great,
She maybe
but she
was
is a
just
bit
saying,
thick.
look at those cows.
Mm.
They
No,
look
she
like-
said,
they do look like
she
cows.
went, oh, they look like cows.
God bless
Anyway.
her.
Wow,
Bizarre.
I'm
Bless her
going with my
heart.
theory. Maybe sometimes the aliens come and
Yeah, that
Yeah.
would
Give her a
make a
brain.
lot of sense,
Yeah.
actually.
just consider it.
Yeah, we
That's
have
what
to.
I'm saying.
Just consider it.
Okie doke. So he shuffled down the hallway and out of the door, but it wasn't until she heard the door close that she felt the first stirrings of unease.
Oh.
She didn't believe in ghosts, and she certainly didn't believe in horny ghosts. But it wasn't until she lay in bed that night that she felt it. A sensation. A shift in the air as though someone was in the room with her, just like Toby had said. She dismissed it as exhaustion at first. Old houses creaked, expanded with heat. Old pipes rattling through the rooms. It was their language. It had been for centuries. But then, the whisper. Soft, almost inaudible. Evelyn. And then it sounded like a groan. Could you do a sensual groan, please? Yeah. Why'd you have to look me in the eye?
I looked at you and then Tom. I
Yeah,
split my
I thought that
groan
was-
between you
No,
both.
that
that
was
felt
fair.
very
But-
uncomfortable to me. Her breath caught in her throat. She sat up, wide-eyed, scanning the room. Nothing, yet the air around her felt heavy, charged. The next few days, she couldn't shake that feeling that someone or something was watching her. Late at night, she'd hear footsteps in the hall, but when she'd go to check, the house would be empty. She kept hearing these groans, and she herself was reaching for a vibrator more often than usual.
What?
Because she was
Hang on, wait.
she's getting
a
very
minute.
sexually
Whoa.
charged.
What? You hear someone creaking on the
She's-
hallway
she's
and go,
what she-
oh, hang on a second.
Get me that Toby jug. I'm ready to go because the air is changing.
Steve.
Something's taking over. She's feeling very horny all of a
Okay,
sudden.
so she's being
Okay.
possessed by.
I
She's
feel
being-
like there was a
something's
turn in
happening.
the road there. Which
Yeah,
I
there
didn't
was,
see
yeah, it
coming.
It's gone from 0 to 100.
Wasn't amazing.
That was actually the second.
Was she scared or turned on? She had no idea. She was so confused. And then one night she was lying in bed. She'd just turned off a light when she heard another Evelyn.
Sounds a bit tired.
That was weary.
Oh,
Someone's been having too many late
go
nights.
on. Give us your groan.
Is that that's a very that's a
No,
very
I thought that was
sexy
ghostly.
groan.
That was my ghostly
Okay.
one. Sorry.
Ghostly or sexy?
Well, people have said the same. Same.
I completely agree. Okay, now she was terrified, especially when her eyes adjusted to the darkness and she stared hard into the corner of the room. Was someone there? She thought about calling Toby, but she knew he'd gone to Germany for the week.
Oh, Jesus
That's
Christ.
fucking
Oh,
mad.
that is so
Weird, isn't
strange.
He was, he was
So strange.
he's
That's
gone
so
to
weird,
Germany.
isn't it?
He was a shoe polish salesman, so he was always travelling
He
around.
was so, hang on a minute.
He was a shoe polish salesman. Well, wait, you have to have them.
I feel
Yeah.
like we've gone back in time a long way.
I feel like
Old time Birmingham.
old time shoe
Oh,
shining
oh, shine your
Birmingham.
shoes. Governor!
This is very intriguing to
Yeah,
me.
he's a yeah.
Have you ever paid to have your shoes polished?
I haven't actually, because I always think I'd be a bit embarrassed.
Yeah.
think?
it's-
Sat on that high chair with people walking past while I was just.
Yeah.
While there's a
having-
young child at your feet.
It does feel a bit
Yeah.
Dickensian.
Feels weird.
But I do
yeah.
enjoy polishing a shoe.
And
And I would.
do your own. DIY
I prefer to polish
shoe.
my own, yeah, because I
Yeah.
do think there's something quite. You can download an app for mindfulness, but you could just polish your shoes and have the same experience.
Well,
Yeah.
so you say. I don't think I've ever polished my shoes.
I've polished
Oh.
shoes.
Should I? Is
Try
it
it.
quite zen?
There's
Polishing.
something very satisfying about watching grime and, like a dull
Yeah.
shoe all come to life.
Anything metallic you have that you could shine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything.
Well, to
even
be
a-
honest,
even
my,
a.
my All Saints chunky boot could do
Yeah.
with a wipe.
Well, they look nice. They
Well,
look
yeah.
nice.
Just a wet wipe.
Just a wet, yeah, just get a wet
Just,
wipe.
it's the same vibe. It's the
Yeah,
same
but I
thing.
like
But
getting into
it's an
that- that-
enriching thing for
Mm.
the product. It makes
Yeah.
it last longer.
Yeah, do you know what? I'm going to do that.
Also, if
this
you've got any
weekend.
brassware on your door furniture, that can do.
That was a sexy
that was the
groan.
groan we were looking for, Susie.
That's what we wanted. A bit of energy in it. Thank you. About time.
I'll have to think
Well,
about my
listen,
brass
hit up
doorknobs.
Toby because that's what he does.
He
for a living.
sells it. He'll
He
get you a
sells
good
it.
deal on the
Sexy
Kiwi.
Toby and his gammy leg.
Exactly.
Yeah, shuffling around with his shoe polish.
So anyway, she's in
Surprised
bed.
he can lean down. Sorry.
Sorry, no, it's fine.
We're
She's
back
in
in.
bed. She's looking over and she's like, "Is there somebody there?" She can't text anyone because Toby's her only mate. And then she turns on the
Could
light
text her
and
in
there's nothing there. Just a bit of old furniture. She's just getting a bit paranoid. It's just all in her head. Evelyn managed to get to sleep eventually, but as soon as she woke up at 5 a.m. after a fitful night's sleep, she heard it again. Evelyn. Thank you. Oh, gorgeous. Oh, shit myself. A shiver ran down her spine. The voice was unmistakable, deep, calm, sexy.
This is the
Sexy.
campest ghost story I think you've
Yeah,
ever
I was
told.
Is
gonna say,
it?
it's not-
No, I must have done camper than
Well,
this.
I don't know.
I think this. Someone's gonna pick this up. I'm gonna
I
be a
think.
fucking author. Do you know what I mean? It's gonna be the
Yes.
new 50 Shades of Grey.
50 Shades of
50
Gay.
Shades of Toby.
50 Shades of Toby.
Toby Carvery mod.
50 Shades of Toby Carvery. And I would actually say quite a
yeah.
lot of the meat in there is
It's
grey.
great. It's
Yeah.
great. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
we're
I
not- we're not far
still,
off.
I still love it.
Oh, I'm not criticising.
I love a Toby Carvery.
I'm not criticising
Are
you.
you a Toby Carvery fan?
I have been on a number of occasions. And do you know what I
Yes.
really enjoy?
Yeah, go on.
The stuffing.
It's gorgeous.
I don't know what they put in it,
No,
but it's very nice.
like
And
MSG or something, probably.
I hope so.
I don't think I've been.
Oh, it's really nice.
Have you, what, you've
It's
never been to a
bad,
Toby
isn't it?
Carvery
Yeah,
at
it's
all?
bad, isn't it?
Oh, Susie.
I know I live under a rock.
Yeah,
or in a bin.
we'll go. We'll go.
We'll go.
Next time
Mm.
we're on
Would
a
you
toast
like
trip.
it?
Yes,
You'd
I'll
like
take
it.
it.
Yeah, I think I would.
It's nice. It's
fun.
casual dining.
Yeah, I think I'd like
Yeah.
the stuffing, the gravy, the jug.
And as much veg and roast potatoes as you
As
can
you
carry.
shake a Stick out.
Yeah, shake a dick out.
Okey-dokey.
Okay, moving
So,
I did say
on.
stick.
Stick. I said stick.
And I said dick. That is usually the way of things.
And I'm
Okay.
sure that probably has happened in a Toby Carvery. That's what I'm worried about.
Definitely
Stop
has.
shaking your dick at the meat
Oh,
again.
no, at the runner beans. Yeah.
So anyway, she hears the Evelyn. A shiver ran down her spine. The voice was unmistakable, deep, calm, sexy. It was as though someone was lying next to her in bed. The voice was so close to her. Her heart pounded in her chest, but her curiosity overpowered her fear. "Are you here?" she said. The room grew colder. The air thickened. That sounds rank. Then, yeah.
I don't think it sounds as rank as
Have you
think.
ever? No. Have you ever been into a room where somebody has definitely had sex and you're like,
Oh, it's
smells
thick with
soupy?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's heavy. It's heavy. Soupy.
Soupy.
You didn't have to say soupy.
No, but that,
we're
listen,
there.
descriptives. You know, sometimes we have to
It's an
look
audio
these things in
form.
the eye.
Yeah.
Okay. The room grew colder. The air thickened. Then she felt it. Something brushed her skin, as soft as a lover's touch. She gasped. I'm going, oh God, why have I gone so northern? She gasped, her body freezing at the sensation. But there was no time to panic. She could hear his voice in her ear, whispering her name with a longing that made her pulse race. Evelyn. Her heart thundered as she turned toward the sound, but no one was there. It was then that she realised she wasn't afraid.
Oh.
She was intrigued.
That
Tom,
was
if
a
at any
multiple of
point
sins,
you're
isn't
feeling
it?
too uncomfortable, that's absolutely fine. We can stop and we can
Take
we
a
can call
breather.
someone. She could
Angela.
feel him. His presence. I'm so sorry for this next sentence. His throbbing manhood.
Oh, for God's sake.
Oh, Evelyn. I thought this was a genuine ghost story she'd sent in.
No. The same thing happened over the next few nights. The same thing happened
Same
again.
thing. Yeah, right.
But then whispers, the groans, the intimacy turned into something more.
Oh.
A subtle caress on her skin, a pressure on the bed as if somebody had laid beside her.
Oh.
Her body tensed, but the warmth that flooded her was undeniable. A need, a desire she had never felt before. She closed her eyes and let the sensations take over. Slowly, she felt herself surrendering. This is very sexy, isn't it? As the weight of his invisible member pressed against her, guiding against her, there was no fear, no hesitation, only passion. I had to get
Get it out the way.
saying invisible member
This
really,
podcast has changed.
as though their spirits were entwining in a way that transcended the physical realm.
Oh, stunning.
Stunning, beautiful
She
poetry.
could hardly believe such feelings were real. How was it possible that a creature from another realm could exude such warmth from its big penis?
Hang on,
Well,
it's,
that's
it's a creature now.
Well, creature is in like, though we don't know what it is because
It's another worldly being.
Exactly, it's not a human. The night passed in a blur, a feverish, ethereal dance. When she awoke, she felt different. Her body was alive with an unfamiliar energy.
You'd be
But
annoyed
as-
though, wouldn't you, if you hadn't slept properly?
Oh, I'd be so.
I'd be grumpy.
You can't give me the night. You can't like rock my world and then I've got no sleep. That wouldn't happen.
No, the two have to go hand in hand.
I just need a good sleep. As we've said before, if you're gonna do anything of a sexual manner, do it in the afternoon.
Afternoon's perfect. yeah.
Afternoon
Afternoon's
is perfect.
lovely.
I'm well rested. I've had my coffee. I've had my breakfast. You've had your omelette. We're all ready to
I've
go.
had an
Yeah.
omelette by that time.
No
yeah.
Emmental, but
No Emmental in the fridge actually.
Well, that'd only slow
do
you
like
down.
Emmental.
We could have put some parmesan on, but we'd used that up yesterday because I did a risotto.
Oh, stunning.
What did you put in your risotto?
Well,
Not
thank you for
mushroom.
asking. Actually, I made a chicken stock, and I will call it a chicken stock, and not a
Oh.
bone broth because I'm not American.
Yeah.
Chicken stock I'd made, and I used that, and we just added some peas and
Yeah.
some ham
Oh, yes, please.
and some sage.
Very
Lovely.
nice.
Any chorizo? Chorizo.
No chorizo available
Ah.
I've never
actually.
put parmesan on an omelette though. I feel like
No,
that
this was on the risotto. Sorry.
But you know what I mean. Even if you did have any left,
Oh, I
I would
see.
hesitate to put any parmesan anyway on an omelette.
Not the crumbly one, but the nice grated one would
The
be
grated
Yeah,
one.
delicious.
yeah,
I
maybe.
could have used, yeah,
Don't
but
know. I've just never done that.
I
It feels strange to
well,
me.
I find sometimes with parmesan I'll buy it and then I'll forget to use it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it
Yes,
goes
yes, yes.
hard.
It does get hard.
So, not to refer back to the previous story, but the
it will get hard.
Hard
Hard
will get-
parmesan.
hard parmesan,
Parmesan.
the ghost of the hard parmesan. And that will annoy me,
Yeah,
you know. So I
yeah.
do.
don't
I've got a
want
big thing
waste.
about food waste.
Yes,
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 So
yeah.
I'll try and
yeah.
use up things
No,
as
I
much
love
as
that.
possible. That's why I do the chicken stock in the first place. Actually,
Next time I do an
Bone
omelette, I'm
broth.
going to put some parmesan on.
treat yourself. It's quite
Yeah.
salty, so it can be in place of a seasoning.
Delicious.
Not
Ah,
enough manchego.
Manchester, any cheese, really.
Fuck me, it's good, isn't
Yeah,
it?
that is nice.
Yeah.
A few mixed herbs, never go.
No, bit of paprika.
Oh, why
Christ.
not? Do you know what I do
Yes.
like, actually?
Go on.
Is there a bit of paprika on a fried egg?
Oh, yes.
Oh, fucking hell.
Because I once saw... It's so Spanishy.
Revelation.
Well, you've been to
Yeah.
Colombia. I know you stood on an
Yeah,
urchin.
well, you know, yeah.
You've
I
got a
don't wanna-
Spanish degree.
I do, actually.
Oh, do you? Muy
Sí,
bien.
yeah, muy bien.
Yeah.
Para mí.
Yeah.
I don't want to El Braga.
Yeah, jambon. Anyway.
But
no, I'm
would they do
joking.
that? Did you experience that a lot in Spanish-speaking countries? That people put paprika
Paprika.
on their eggs?
To be honest,
No.
no.
Like a shakshuka.
No, just as on a fried egg, fried in olive
no,
oil.
You're
But it's
right.
shakshuka
Yes,
vibes,
yes,
isn't it?
I do.
I saw it in an all-inclusive in Spain this summer, actually, so I thought it must be a thing.
Very authentic.
Yeah.
That. Yeah.
Muy authentic.
Muy
Oh, I love that.
authentico.
Yeah, with your fried eggs.
Okay,
Yeah.
please carry on
Okay,
with
right.
Evelyn.
Oh,
Yes.
Evelyn's
Okay.
not finished.
Evelyn's
sorry,
not
she
finished.
takes
No,
her time.
sorry. She is not
Oh,
done.
God.
Not done,
The night
Lord.
passed in a blur, a feverish, ethereal dance. When she awoke, she felt different. Her
The thing is,
body
because she
was-
hasn't registered with the electricity board.
Yeah.
she hasn't, to be fair. So it's
Or the
always in
council
darkness.
tax.
Yeah.
She's done nothing.
She's done nothing. She's going to be in trouble. She's into a world of
Well,
pain.
the other problem is that you still have gas and electric, but I'm always worried that how long's that been standing empty for? Am I paying those bills?
Yeah,
Am I paying for
absolutely.
those? Am I paying
That's
for
why you've got to
that?
do a meter reading as soon as you walk in.
Exactly.
I didn't see
She
her.
hasn't done
Is
that.
that what
Neither
you
her
have to
nor
do?
Toby did that
She
on
hasn't
arrival,
done that.
and I think she's made a mistake there, and I think it's all very well Toby shuffling in with his shoe polish,
Yeah, just yeah, exactly.
not
And
doing
how
anything
well
practical.
is he? How well is his shoe polish?
If he
business
was really
going?
a
'Cause he's not gonna
lovely
help her
guy.
out.
Why
Yeah.
he's got? I mean, sure. I mean, he's pan-European, going over to Germany with it, but
Exactly.
Maybe he's doing very well. For
Anyway, we are very nearly finished with,
Sorry.
with Evelyn.
Gosh.
Anyway, so she's woken up. She's like, "Oh my god, that was an amazing night." Even though I am absolutely knackered.
And on her own.
She sat up in bed and she heard something crumple like paper.
Oh.
What was that? She rummaged in the duvet and found a letter.
Oh,
It was addressed to her.
that's cute.
My love, I have watched you, felt your loneliness, your need. I can give you what you seek. But the next line stopped her cold.
Oh no.
I want to thank you for the most wonderful night we shared together. I haven't felt that alive in years. Evie. Who calls her Evie?
Toby. Toby dared.
No.
Oh.
Evelyn froze, her blood ran cold. Only one person called her that. She thought back to a few nights ago when Toby came over.
Yeah.
She never saw him leave. She heard the front door slam, but she never actually saw him leave. No, it couldn't be. How would he even do that? She hadn't seen him. She'd just heard disembodied voices. Single women living alone. There's loads of weirdos who jump at the chance to take advantage of that, she'd remembered him saying. Someone was living in the walls of this woman's house, she remembered him saying. She was still sat in bed, her whole body shaking, and then she heard it. Right next to her head, behind the headboard, behind the wall. Evie. The end.
But who is it?
Toby's living in the walls and he's come to have sex with her.
Oh God.
Can you believe?
That's not very good of
Not
Toby.
very
is
good
it?
of Toby at
No,
all.
that-
Don't like that.
It's not a ghost story, but it is
A tale of consent.
a tale of consent. And warning,
Fuck.
always
Yes.
show your visitors out.
Yes.
And watch them leave.
Watch them leave,
Yeah.
please. Please, everybody.
Oh, Toby, you
I
shuffling
know.
prick.
So that shoe polish line was all a big...
What a dim view we now take of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We thought it
He's
was
not
fit,
fit
then he
anymore.
shuffled. Well, the
No.
shuffling.
The
Take your
shuffling
gammy
was-
leg and shove it
Yeah,
up your
exactly.
arse.
What a
Yes.
terrible person.
That was part one of your Ghost Huns episode this week.
Yes, part one with Tom Allen. Just click next. Is that a
Just
thing?
click next.
Yeah.
Just click. You know what to do. We'll see you there.
We'll see you in part two, bitches. Bye.